BOSS Racing.
Good morning, everybody. We're here at Buttonwillow Raceway Park. It's GTA prep time. We are here with SoCal Drivers Club. SoCal Drivers Club, who have graciously accepted me into their first ever ambassador program. I'm super stoked to be their first ever ambassador and to be representing and flying their flag at GTA. So here we are today. This is the SoCal Drivers Club track all day event leading up to GTA. Today is Thursday the 7th, and today we're shaking down the car. I know I haven't been great at documenting exactly what went into this thing, and believe me, I'll get to it in a bit, but a lot has happened. A ton has happened. More power, more fueling, obviously the new look, a little suspension tweak here and there, the new aero. The thing is a different beast from last year. And I'm excited to show you guys everything that there is to it. But without further ado, let me bring you to the new setup. So here it is. Whew. The race studio really have outdone themselves. This thing is super, super cool. So initially what I wanted was a car that looked like it was at home at Attack Scuba. Obviously, you know, that's a hard thing. Everybody wants that. Let's just be clear. Everybody wants that because every car there is super cool, but I haven't seen any Supras here, at least, that look kind of hot boy like those cars at Scuba. I might get some hate from this, but even the Supras at Scuba don't look like the rest of the crazy ass cars that are racing there. And what I really wanted to do was to kind of, you know, bring that spirit back home, back here. And I mean, you tell me, it's freaking amazing. I mean, let's start in the front, okay? Racebred splitter, 5 inches from the bumper, GTA legal, humongous splitter. Charles at Racebred's not gonna like this, but I hit something and I found wood chips right here, just exiting my garage. How stupid is that? But let's start from the front again. Check out the front of the car. It looks so mean. The BOSS Racing in the front. By the way, this livery was designed by Devin at the race studio and wrapped by the amazing people at the race studio. A little background about, you know, why they're so incredible is, as things are, things kept getting pushed back a little bit. Not anybody's fault, it's just kind of the way the scheduling worked. I gave this car back to them. It was fully wrapped white at this point. I gave it back to them at 6 p.m. and I was gonna, 6 p.m. on a Tuesday. Yesterday, no, 2 days ago. I had to get here the next day. So they worked from 6 p.m. to about midnight, just crank this thing out. Like, there's 3 of them working on it, just blasting EDM, just like wrapping the thing Fast and Furious style, and it looks gorgeous. You would never guess that they were just flying through it. The quality of the wrap, the attention to detail, it's incredible. Let's keep going. The yellow, the neon yellow accent right here kind of extends all the way from the top to the back. And I think that's really cool because, you know, just a purely white car isn't, you know, it needs a little accent. And something that I really wanted from the beginning was chrome. And I'm happy to say that we are chromed out. We're freaking chromed to the dome.
Annihilated.
You will ride eternal, shiny and chrome.
These canards I've been posting on my Instagram, showing you guys the, you know, what the progress of this. I laid these up on my 3D printed part that I tested on this bumper. It looks really good from 20 feet away. Don't get up too close to it because you'll see all the imperfections, but this is my first ever successful carbon part. If you have been watching, I tried these vents in carbon, and I mean, look at the, I'm a total idiot. Look at the shape of it. It's really hard to do if you're not doing vacuum infusion, which leads me to the vents. These are 3D printed. It took me forever to 3D print these. I had my 2 Mark IIIs running around the clock, printing out pretty much every section of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 of these. And each one took about 10 hours. So do the math. I wanted to do that in carbon, but it was easier to do in 3D print. I just wrapped it, and the wrap is a little ugly because I wrapped it. This is not the race studio's fault. This is all me. So if you come up this weekend and you look at it, you go, oh, this is weird. This was not race studio. This is me. Obviously, the cool 3D end plates on the splitter. I'm running the Racebred cables to keep this thing nice and taut. Coming over to the side, I mean, look at it. Feast your eyes. Upon this. The car just changes with all the angles, all the different angles, the car just changes. The huge BOSS Racing logo, which that's the OG, and we wanted to incorporate that, but right here, the spelled out version, I've been liking that more because it feels like a little bit more, All of my sponsors, thank you so much for bringing me here. And of course, SoCal Drivers Club. SoCal Drivers Club has been in my corner from the moment I met them, and I am so happy to be flying their name on this car, all over this car, because without their help, well, first off, they brought me here, and they're allowing me to practice. You know, what they do is amazing. I think I haven't really met too many people who are as passionate about racing and getting people to the track as them, and they make it so easy, make it possible, and race all day. I mean, who else is doing that? I don't know. Of course, Titan 7. These are my scrubs that I'm gonna be practicing today and maybe tomorrow. We're gonna put on the new, say hello to my parents. Wait, where are you? Say hello. My parents. We're gonna be putting on these bad boys on Sunday, so whatever you see on Sunday, that's gonna be my race shoes. And it's gonna be sick. Of course, the incredible splitter made by RS Future and P2 Fabrication, who always blows everyone's mind every time somebody comes up to it. It's absolutely incredible. And the flipped livery. And I can't forget to talk about Simply Racing Motorsports Serge, who pretty much got this thing ready super quick. I mean, dyno, turbo, port, fuel system, the guy did it all, and is gonna be coming around this weekend to tech for me. He's the guy. This guy has built so many motors and built so many fast Supras, and and this car too. Serge is pretty much the guy who works on this car. If you're looking to create something, a Supra that's incredibly fast, Serge is so hooked in with all the proper companies that actually make this car fast. So definitely hit him up. But yeah, I mean, dude, look at it. I'm so happy with how this came out. This is my dream come true, and thank you to everybody involved who helped make this happen. Obviously the race studio, obviously Simply Racing Motorsports, but there's so many other people here that are making this all happen for me, and hard to not get choked up thinking about it. Like, all these guys are helping me do this thing that I've always wanted to do as a teen but never had the means to, and now that I have adult money, that I spent all my money for this weekend. So, but yeah, this is it. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna take it out. We're gonna send it. We're gonna do a few really light sessions because I want to make sure that the turbo and everything is going well. I'm gonna send some logs to Zach. Oh, Zach! How did I forget about Zach? Zach tuned this thing with a pure 650 turbo that I have in there now. and all of us were kind of going back and forth. I was supposed to put an 800 in, but due to, you know, my bad, I waited way too long. There weren't any available. We were thinking about like, okay, what's the next best thing? There was an 850 available, but between Serge and Zach, they decided, you know what, the 650 is probably the best bet. Smaller, spools faster, will still bring a lot of power to the play. And I have a stock transmission, so that limits me a ton. So, you know, the range that I could actually be at is about 650 and under. That's the safe range. Anything over that, you kind of start slipping. And Zach brought it to the limit with the 650. I couldn't believe it. 621 horsepower wheel on my kill map. I think 580 on my map 3, which is, you know, I'm good for a few laps doing that. The 621 map is the kill map. That one I have like 1 go, 2 goes maybe. But dude, he says there's more in the tank. More in the tank. 621's huge. I had 500 horsepower on my kill map on my stock turbo in my previous tune, and the curve was insane because Zach maxed it out, and the turbo gets gassed out like after 4,000 RPM. It just fell on its ass, and this one pulls all the way till redline. So we're gonna figure out how that feels like. I can't forget to mention MJ, Michael Johnson, professional racing driver and professional coach, had me in the sim constantly. He was texting me, bro, get over here, get on the sim. We've been driving Button Willow on the sim nonstop, and I've never been more confident in my own driving ability since having worked with him. And that's not hyperbole, that's not like me being too dramatic, that's real. He fixed a lot of the problems that I have, the bad habits that I've made over the years. I'm so excited to put that all to work, and the car's ready, I'm ready, and let's hop in the car and give it the first shakedown. So we We did our first session. Why do I keep saying sessions? It's SDC, there are no sessions. We went out for our first time, basically ran like, I was just really babying it the whole way. And started off in my map 2, which is about like 420 horsepower. And then I played around with map 3, which is a little bump up, I think it's like 550. And then I went for like a 70% shakedown lap just to see what was going on with the car. Feels great, by the way. And basically almost matched my PB here. I was off by half a second, which is a lot, but still a 51 at 70%, not even on my kill map. That's significant. I pulled up the data. I looked at the speeds, and at first I was a little bummed because the speeds were pretty much the same. But then I thought, wait a minute, I wasn't pushing. At GTA, I was pushing like 11 tenths. Like I was driving like a lunatic.
Sammy, you will wreck the car!
And I'm on scrubs. I think I have like 10 heat cycles on these tires. Doing a 51, with the configuration today, which is just scrubs, not really trying too hard to push, that's significant. So we're still shaking down the car, so I wanted to feel how the car was responding to the heat and all the new mods, and it seems to be doing just fine. Something that I did off camera was we cut a big hole for a prototype part that I no longer have on the car, and there was a gaping hole in my shroud. Where it is where the air kind of funnels into the turbo intake, and with a big hole there, it's not reaching. So I made a really ghetto like coroplast cover for the shroud, and it seems to be doing all right. The canards seem to be holding up all right. The hood vents seem to be holding up all right to the heat. Everything seems pretty good. I'm gonna send it out again, and we're gonna see what happens. So we just finished our last run of the day. I wasn't going to run my kill map, but I'm glad that I did. I've been talking to a bunch of people. Alex Burstein at Sub2 Speed House has been helping me, helping me. We're dialing in the suspension and I'm giving him feedback on what I'm feeling, and he's telling me what to adjust, which knobs to adjust, which is good. But we decided I have to go out. I wanted to do my kill map just to see how it goes. Just like an easy lap. Ended up doing that, and down the front straight here, fifth gear, boom, fourth to fifth, boom, fifth felt a little funny, then into sixth, boom, the trans slipped, because we are now making a heap of power in this thing, lots of torque. I have the best support in the world with me right now, and I messaged Zach at CSG, my tuner, and told him that it slipped. We went back and forth a little bit on what the car's feeling like. He sent me a new revised tune immediately. It's now flashed onto the car, which is like crazy. Like EcuTag is nuts. I can have the genius Zach. I just tell him what I need. He goes on the computer. I have a brand new tune. It's like nuts. So tomorrow I wasn't planning on actually driving this thing. I was gonna use the whole day to kind of clean the car, prep it, bleed the brakes, and just kind of hang out and get ready. But I'm so glad that I drove on the kill map, because if at GTA, like, I would be going on the kill map, but the trans would have slipped and I would have like no time to really pivot. And now with the new tune, we have tomorrow to test it out again to see if it slips again, because he adjusted a few things, so we're not making a ton more power in fifth and sixth, so we don't slip the trans. So yeah, tomorrow is gonna be the practice day. We're gonna get the banner on top of this car right here, and it's gonna look fully prepped for GTA. Today was a fantastic test day with SoCal Drivers Club. By the way, SoCal Drivers Club, look at the merch. They dropped some super cool collab merch, and you know, I just want to say thank you to everybody who is supporting me right now. There's so many people who are helping out and behind the scenes, and during GTA weekend, there's going to be people coming out to help me tech and help around, and I just feel very grateful that, you know, I have such a solid group of friends, partners, sponsors. You know, my family's here, my parents are here. Hannah's gonna come out, and her brother are gonna come out during the weekend. You know, just thinking about when I first got the Supra, it's like till now. I mean, dude, like, look at it. It's gone full tilt. Feeling very grateful, thankful today, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow testing. I'm gonna try my hardest, so let's get it.
BOSS Racing.